name is Alicia Seco, and I'm a third grade teacher at Our Lady of Angels School in Burlingame. This is my third year of teaching. I recently graduated from USF with a master's in teaching reading and a reading certificate, and I received my credential 3 years ago at Notre Dame de Namur University, and I've been tutoring for a long time and just have a passion for teaching.
Hi Alicia, how do you employ technology to support educational goals?
I employ technology to support educational goals in a variety of ways. One way is we have 10 iPads in the classroom, and we have 35 students, which seems like it would be difficult to meet those needs of students, but we actually practice the iPads apps, so like math, fact apps, reading applications like Raz Kids, third grade skills, and so that's one way that students practice with apps and technology. We also have 3 desktop computers, so students write up their reports. On certain days, I assign certain days for them. We also have a smart board, which is great. So it's very interactive. Students can come up and click on answers and things, and they just absolutely love it. They love writing with the pens, and I use that for all sorts of lessons. I also use videos through my DVD player.
What technologies do you currently use?
I use PowerSchool, and that is for students and parents to check grades, and I use that to also upload grades, take attendance, that sort of thing. I get a roster, I print rosters out from PowerSchool. I also use Blogspot to communicate with parents and students for updates in the classroom and homework and field trip information, that sort of thing. For iPads, I break students into small groups, but I also rotate iPads around the classroom, so students are working on an assignment, a paper assignment, but also when they get the iPad, they'll be working on that for either reading on the Raz Kids app or Math Facts.
What technologies do your fellow colleagues use in instruction?
Well, I use Blogspot, and I know other teachers use Tumblr as a means to communicate with parents. Starting in 4th grade and through 8th grade, students have iPads, one-to-one iPads, which is really neat, so they can practice their typing skills, their research skills, and practice different apps. Now, they also use Google Drive, and I believe it's in the middle school. They use Google Drive to submit assignments and even collaborate on assignments with group work.
And PowerSchool, is that mandated throughout the entire school to use?
Yes, so PowerSchool is mandated throughout the entire school to use. All teachers use PowerSchool.
How do you use technology to focus on the needs of special student populations?
Well, I have an Elmo. It's a document reader, and if students have trouble seeing things, or if I want to really focus on keywords, I can zoom in on things or zoom out. I also can leave directions. I can write them on a paper and just leave them there on the document reader, so students can refer back to that, and I can go on with my instruction and helping individual students. I also use the iPad, and students can practice the iPads with Math Facts and practice reading on Raz Kids to get to the level of their peers. And
Do you currently use an LMS, learning management system, at your school?
no, we do not, but we do use an SIS called PowerSchool.
How do you communicate with students in the parent community?
Well, I have a blog that I use on Blogspot, and I upload it every Monday. So I have the homework assignments, important information. Sometimes I include the standards if parents are curious about how they can help their little children at home. If I type the standard in, I also send them a link to LearnZillion, which is a great website for teachers, and parents can look at videos, and students as well if they need more help on this.
What is your opinion of Blogspot, and what is your opinion of PowerSchool?
Well, both systems are really intuitive in my opinion. Blogspot's great because it's a web page that students are learning how to create anyway in middle school, and it's neat because you can customize everything, the fonts, the backgrounds, and make it really yours. And it's just really easy to use. I use it through my Gmail account, so it's it's not hard to find. PowerSchool is also great. You just have to learn the icons and everything, but once you get the hang of it, it's super easy, and you're uploading grades as a teacher anyway all the time, so it's really, really easy to use. Parents frequently, and really try to keep that communication open. So email is the best way, but I also, Blogspot is a great way to communicate with parents.
What are some formative assessment methods that you use?
Well, I use a variety of assessments. When students are practicing math, I have them have individual whiteboards, and so they're writing down their answers or how to solve a problem, their strategies, and they show me, and then that I can kind of gauge, who's understanding this, who needs some extra practice. I also have a thumbs up. If students are understanding things, they can put a thumb up. It's kind of discreet, and that way I can kind of choose, pick out the students who need the extra help and students that need the challenge. I also have students explain their strategies, especially in math and reading, why they think certain things and evidence to back it up. I make up my own quizzes and tests based on what I've been teaching, so I work backwards. I put a test together or a quiz together of what I really want students to know by the end of a unit or by the end of a lesson, and then I work backwards and build a lesson up to that.
Perfect. That sounds like backward design. Have you heard of that?
Yes, and so backward design. I think it's a one way to teach. It's great because you have an end in mind and you work up to that.
What are some summative assessment methods that you use?
Again, I make up my own tests, I make up my own quizzes, and I always use technology. I use Word documents, which I'm very familiar with. What I'd like to do is move more towards a Google Drive aspect so that I can access the assessments, from my home, anywhere. So if I need to edit something while I'm thinking of something on the run, I can do it right then and there.
As of now, do you provide instruction digitally?
As of now, I do not. However, I would like to move towards that in the future. Because I am posting assignments, homework assignments, and standards for the week on my blog, it'd be nice for students to take the initiative to find that out themselves, and I can have directions where posted online so that students can access it and complete assignments online. It would be great to use Google Drive. As of right now, like I mentioned, Google Drive is mostly used for grades 4 through 8, but it'd be nice to introduce it in 3rd grade where they're learning these kind of skills. Well, I also wanted to put together short videos of me talking and teaching about different reading strategies. So it'd be interesting. I did create a little video that I haven't shown my students yet, but I would like to show them an example and make it really fun instead of me kind of lecturing and kind of showing them. I want them to see it in the video and see other students practicing it and as an example.
How do you think implementing technology and pedagogy can improve the education construct as a whole?
Well, I think because the children that are being raised now are so exposed to technology, it would be a disservice to not allow those children to be exposed to further technology, including technology such as the iPad, desktop computers, the smartboard, anything like that would be really helpful for students because they understand it. So they would be more excited about learning because they are so familiar with the tools. And sometimes they teach teachers some of the tools that they're learning. In terms of teachers and technology, technology can really help save time for teachers in terms of lesson planning, saves money in the long run by having these tools, and it bridges the gap between students and the 21st century skills that they need for when they leave school.